Hey, what's up? It's been a while. How have you been doing? It's okay. Hey, you don't have anything to apologize for. I understand. You've been worried about a lot of stuff? Anxious? I know exactly how you feel. I can get really bad anxiety myself. Uh huh. I get anxious all the time. But I just want to let you know that it's completely normal to worry about things. It's just, you have to be able to know how to rationalize your worries. Because some of the worries that you have might seem kind of silly if you think about it in a different light, you know? I hope that makes sense. I think the best thing that you can do is talk about your worries to other people. You can always talk to me if you need to. I always want to listen. And I want you to feel better. I don't want you to be anxious or paranoid about anything, you know? Because it really sucks. I know firsthand. You know, when I was little, my mom used to read me this story called Sometimes I Worry. And unfortunately, I wasn't able to find the original copy, but I did find it online, so I purchased it. So, would you like to listen to it? I think maybe it would help you. You would? Well, I'd be happy to read it to you. It's a bit silly, but I think it can be really helpful. The story is called Sometimes I Worry. I worry sometimes. What if I never get big? And I have to be little all my life? And go around talking to people's legs? What if my house gets hit by lightning? Or carried off in a flood? Or attacked by monsters? What if I get on the wrong bus and end up in Alaska? I don't know anybody up there. What if nobody likes me and nobody asks me to their birthday party or sends me a Valentine? What if I tear my pants or spill stuff or break something, especially something expensive? What if I lose my mother in a big store? What if there are ghosts in the basement? What if big kids beat me up, take my money, and steal my bike? What if I get sick and can't go out to play and have to stay in bed all the time? What if I get kidnapped by Martians? Who will rescue me? Will they know where to look? What if nobody picks me for their team? What if people are chasing me? What if they think I'm a spy? What if I swallow my gum and a great big gum tree grows in my stomach? What if someone finds out my secrets? Oh no, I couldn't look at anybody then. What if all the lions get out of their cages and eat everybody up? What if someone sees me naked? What if the train falls off the track, or the elevator falls all the way into the basement, or the bridge falls into the river? What if my family moved away and didn't take me with them? What if my parents get divorced? Will they still love me? What would happen to them? One day my cousin told me that he saw a kid who didn't have any hair on his head. What if I lose my hair? He said. Wow, I said. Do you worry about that stuff too? Yeah, he said, but I almost never tell anyone about it. Me too, I said. I never tell. One morning I asked my dad, what if I go bald? So what? He said. We'd still love you. I told him I was worried about it, going bald. He told me that he worried about it, going bald too, and he showed me where his hair was growing thin. But I'd still love him, even if he was bald. I told him I worried about a lot of stuff. He asked me to tell him about the stuff. I told him I couldn't. I just couldn't. He told me you gotta talk about the stuff you're worried about. You gotta trust your friends and family. You gotta talk stuff out. What if I get lost and never get home and wander around forever and I begin to starve? What'll I do then, huh? What if I get fired and never get another job and wander around forever and my family begins to starve? What'll I do then, huh? And we laughed, because when you share a worry with someone who loves you, it doesn't seem so bad. So I promised never to keep stuff inside anymore. But I'm worried. What if I can't keep my promise? What then, huh? The end of the story. Some parts of it were pretty silly, and I'm sure that there are other things that maybe worry you or increase some paranoia inside of you. I know there are a lot of things that worry me that are pretty silly, but I think the most important thing you can do is talk it out. And if you don't know who to talk to, you can always just talk about it to yourself. Maybe you can write about it, and that could release a little bit of the stress. One thing that I really like to do is write songs. So sometimes I'll write lyrics about the things that are bothering me. And the fun thing about that is, at least in songwriting or even like poetry, you can kind of use like metaphors and stuff to kind of like hide away exactly what you're saying, which makes it more of a story in a way, which I just find very therapeutic. And I don't know, like, there's just so many things that you can do, especially if you're nervous to talk about your worries to other people. But you can always come to me too, because you're not alone. There are other people who worry just like you. I'm sure you have other family members or friends, or maybe even a partner that worries about things at times, and even if they're silly, it's still something that worries you, and I'm sure that somebody can help make you feel better about it. I know one of my worries that I have constantly is that people are upset with me, and I often tell those people that I'm having these feelings towards, like, I feel like you're upset, like, blah blah blah. Like, they don't even have to be acting a certain way, they can be acting completely normal, and I'll be like, hey, like, is everything alright? Just because I worry about the most random things. And almost always, they're never upset with me and they reassure me that everything's okay and that nobody's upset with anyone and that everything is completely okay. It's okay to worry. It's okay to let things get in your head, but you have to make sure that you're rationalizing all of it and that you have a way to be able to deal with it in a healthy way and not let your brain get the best of you, because sometimes it tells you things that aren't true. And I don't want you to get so wrapped up in your own head. You don't deserve that kind of mental struggle. And I hope that all this rambling can really help you feel better. Because I just want the best for you. Even if we don't know each other that well, I want the best for everybody. Because that's what everyone deserves. Even if they feel that they're undeserving or they feel maybe they've done something that doesn't justify something as much as good feelings. I still believe that people deserve to have a happy life. And I hope that you're able to think that for yourself. If you can't now, I hope that someday that you can realize that you deserve the absolute best. And if you need help coming to that point, don't be afraid to come back here, and I'll reassure you again that everything's gonna be okay, and that there are always people there for you. I'm really happy that we got to spend time together again today. I know we don't get to see each other that often here, but whenever I do have a chance to be able to see you and all, it really makes me happy. So thanks for being here. I hope that we can meet up again soon because you really are amazing. I'll see you again later, okay? See ya.